preferred, along with related experience such as
OnlyFans model drops out of Bioengineering PhD. Now she makes $1 million teaching STEM with a hot twist. Zara Darcy, 25, has 2 pages on the adult entertainment site, one to post explicit content and another to share free lessons in science and math. By Zoe Little, Zara Darcy dropped out of her bioengineering PhD after 2 years due to a number of issues she had with the program, among them her desire for more control over her work and schedule. After leaving her professorial position, Darcy started sharing free, educational content on OnlyFans and YouTube. The Texan 25-year-old spoke to people about her journeys in both academia and content creation, and the differences between her cleaner videos and more explicit posts. Zara Darcy can cite a number of reasons why she dropped out of her bioengineering PhD program after 2 years. She can offer just as many for why she pivoted to adult content creation. For one thing, Darcy's high-level research university didn't offer the type of hands-on work she wanted. She was in a professorial role, overseeing graduate student work, offering feedback, and securing funding. Considering how competitive roles in academia can be, she also figured the doctorate would give her no less edge in the broader job market. I realized that even after completing a PhD, I would likely find myself in a similar position as I would with a master's degree, overqualified for entry-level jobs but lacking industry experience, Darcy, 25, tells People exclusively. She decided to master out instead, leaving her PhD studies but claiming the master's degree she earned along the way. However, Darcy didn't find herself wanting for work experience on her resume. Instead, she opted for self-employment in the field of STEM, creating educational content online. But that's not all the Texan creator shares, and it's where she posts that sets her apart as a teacher. Darcy has 2 pages on the popular mature entertainment site OnlyFans, one of which offers free, academically focused lessons. Zara Darcy. Zara Darcy, OnlyFans model, 20, made $43 million last year. To her, it doesn't conflict with Christian values. The Lord's very forgiving, exclusive. On the second profile, she uploads explicit content that she describes as artistic and erotic with tasteful nudity. There, she tells people she's able to fully express myself as an individual. This content is deeply personal, and I use it to explore my thoughts, feelings, and experiences, she says of the latter page. For example, I did a photo shoot where I wore a hard hat while being topless, symbolizing the choice between continuing to work for others or working independently. I paired it with a poem inspired by Robert Frost's The Road Not Taken, which reflected the 2 paths I'm facing in my life. Darcy adds, I like to think of each set as a reflection of who I am and the message I want to share at the time. Even her tamer, cost-free educational posts are charged by a hot twist to keep things engaging and fun, she explains. This can look as simple as Darcy teaching in a low-cut or risque top, a far cry from typical professorial attire, as she's previously posted in teaser clips on Instagram. I started by sharing quick science facts on Instagram as short videos, discussing topics like the Leidenfrost effect and Schrodinger's cat, she says. I cover various topics from math and STEM to personal growth, but I like to present them in a way that's both approachable and playful, mixing education with a little bit of spice. She originally joined OnlyFans in 2022 when she was still in her graduate studies. She also posted on YouTube, but she began to notice the adult platform was promoting her videos on their login page. The attention motivated Darcy to continue creating her educational content, and her YouTube subscriber count ticked upwards as well. Zara Darcy. Zara Darcy. Why Denise Richards and Charlie Sheen's daughter Sammy Sheen joined OnlyFans at 18, exclusive. OnlyFans star Sophie Rain, 20, reveals she made $50 million in net profits and has already set her sights on doubling it. This made me realize I can have an actual career by continuing to share educational and artistic and erotic content on OnlyFans. I love that fans respect my boundaries, and I only share what I'm comfortable with, says Darcy. Her viral success immediately brought in a profit that well exceeded her expectations. Within 3 months of posting, Darcy says she earned over $50,000, well over the roughly $200 monthly average amongst other creators. She was cross-promoting on Instagram, but despite simply creating science videos while showing some cleavage, she recalls that the app banned her account, temporarily causing her revenue to decline. Her earnings would spike whenever one of her science shorts went viral. In the beginning, when she was still in academia and social media was a side project, Darcy wasn't too concerned about building a presence online. Still, she was curious about where her content could best thrive. Interestingly, I posted the same science videos on Pornhub as an experiment, and I earned almost 3 times more than I did on YouTube for the same content, she notes. Zara Darcy. Denise Richards goes on the record about daughter Sammy's OnlyFans, her ex Charlie Sheen, and more exclusive. Darcy caught widespread attention last autumn when she got candid with her followers about dropping out of her PhD program. The viral video garnered 1.9 million views on Instagram. I earned over $40,000 in just 24 hours, more than my annual income as a graduate student, she tells People. I had wanted to share my experience of leaving graduate school months earlier but hesitated because I didn't think people were interested in my personal or academic life, says the content creator. However, after my YouTube channel surpassed 100,000 subscribers, fans began asking more about me, so I decided to share my career journey. She was amazed by how much her story resonated with those who came across it. She says she received dozens of direct messages from people who similarly left academia due to varying challenges, like financial difficulties and trouble with the bureaucratic systems within universities. The internet can be an unforgiving place to share so openly, and on the other side of her largely positive reception, she's watched a lot of misinformation spread about her journey since going viral. Many people assumed I completely abandoned STEM because of